Right, okay. The client for this piece of work is Stone Pillow. They are a homeless charity based in the Chichester area, and they give help and advice to people who are homeless and help get them back on track and get them back into their own lives. The client asked us to create a short film that would help highlight homelessness and raise awareness in the situation. Because Chichester seems to be quite a posh place. They don't really want to admit that homelessness exists in Chichester, so I think it's very important that we raise awareness and help people understand that yes, it does happen anywhere. They asked that when we create our film that we try and steer away from stereotypes such as people sleeping rough and begging on the streets. The brief says that homelessness isn't just about having to sleep on the streets. It includes anyone that is temporary accommodation and that faces insecurity. I wanted to use this in my film, so what I've actually done is shown a person losing everything and having to sleep in their car, because although it's not like the stereotype of sleep in the streets, but they're still without a home and having to use whatever means they have to be able to keep themselves going. My story I decided to do is going to be a sequel to my longer film, and it's basically going to end right where the old one left off. The character is going to be sleeping in her car after being evicted from her house, and she wakes up and sees that Stone Pillow has been written on her window. The character is going to be really confused and sort of not know what Stone Pillow is, so she makes it a sort of day's mission to find out what it is. I think this is helpful because the audience can relate to the character because if they're not quite sure what Stone Pillow are, and hopefully they can sort of go on the journey with her. Basically, the next part of the story would be that the woman finds an advertisement in a local paper which talks about Stone Pillow, and that's sort of a moment of realisation for her. She realises what Stone Pillow is, why it was written on her screen, and how it's important to her. This is also will help an audience understand as well, so they know completely clear what Stone Pillow is and why it's sort of very important in this film. And the ending of the film, the woman's actually going to take the information out of the paper and go and visit the day centre, which is the old glassworks they've got here. And basically she's going to go there to try and get help with her situation. I think she's kind of a ray of hope in the character and helps the audience realise that this is a place where anyone could drop in and get help, advice, even just to sit down and chat to someone for a minute and really, really bring to light what Stone Pillow are, who they are, what they do, and where you can go to get help, so everyone's completely clear, and it's just very, very, very clear what Stone Pillow are. And that's it.
Questions? How does it fit in with any existing campaigns that they're doing, promotions?
Not really, because I think a lot of the advertising they do tends to just be sort of their website. They don't really have many sort of videos, and the only videos they have are ones similar to what we're creating. And I think it's important for us to really emphasise what Stone Pillow do and why it's so important that everybody knows what they do.
So do you want it to act as like an instigator for people that don't know what Stone Pillow is? Yeah,
because like I said, the people don't like to admit that homelessness is a problem in Chichester, so this is hopefully going to emphasise it and explain that there is help and that it does happen in Chichester.
So if that's the internet film, how would the TV film differ from that?
The TV one basically is more of a showing cause and effect of how they actually go to become homeless, and the second one is sort of explaining what Stone Pillow is, because I don't think it was very clear in the very first one, so they sort of run on from one another.
Is there any legal or ethical issues in your work that you can let them think of? That you're quite happy with? Any other questions? No? Thanks, Dad.
That's not good.
Yeah.